every black child should have a core skill of, you know, starting a business. That way, when they do figure out what they want to do, they're not just thinking about it in terms of jobs. They're able to think about it in terms of the creation of institutions and entities that allow them to have a little bit more control over their destiny and to participate in the supply chain. And so a lot of people can't. If you think about this, I mean, think about it like this. If you think about it like marriage, um, and there's a marriage gap in the black community, right? Where there are more marriage eligible black women than there are marriage eligible black men. And this problem exists for two key reasons. One, a lot of black men just don't want to get married. A lot of women don't too, but a lot of men, because they were pushing that whole pimp culture and everything in the black community for a long time. So you really had rappers rapping about the glories of sex trafficking. Like when 50 Cent made a song called PIMP, and Snoop Dogg used to say, "We don't love them hoes," and all that. That affected the psyches of young black men. Or Lil Wayne could make a song about murdering, about taking your girlfriend and making her into a prostitute and sex trafficking her and then killing her and sending her body back to you. Like he put that in a song, by the way. If he said that about a Jewish person, they would have took him off the air. But I guess because they thought he was talking about his own, they didn't care. Go look it up. Go look it up. It's I recited that lyric when I had a debate with Michael Eric Dyson at Brown University years ago, and I didn't debate him about artists and their words because that was the debate. He was defending the artists in their creative expression. I didn't even defend it. I just said, let me just recite the lyrics and you use your conscience to tell me what you think, right? And I left that up to the audience. But long story short, what that really did, in my opinion, is it changed the mindset of a lot of men. A lot of men see marriage as nothing but a trap. There's no interest, and it's tough. I mean, marriage is hard, really, really hard. But it's like there's no interest in legacy. There's no thought process, consciousness about like, well, what happens to me when I'm an old man? When I'm not chasing sex anymore, like I'm 70 and I don't care about that stuff and I'm or as much as I used to, like just whatever, right? And so there's a lack of desire, but then also there is a lack of eligibility. With marriage, people have to be able to be married. It's really hard to be married when you ain't got no money. It's hard to be married when your health, your physical and mental health is not together. It's really hard to be married if you're out here struggling, if you're marginalized from society. So it's hard to be married if you're in prison. It's hard to be married. It's definitely hard to be married to a woman if you're gay. It's very hard to be married to a woman if you're unemployed, right? So all these other factors can make men ineligible for marriage. So that even if the desire is there, the ability is not always there. Does that make sense? Do you follow what I'm saying? Yeah. And I make this point because it's the same point when it comes to black business development. Same point. Here's your problem, twofold. One, most people don't even have the skill set to do it. They don't have the vision. They weren't trained. You say start a business, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. And I'm not judging. I'm saying this is by design. Because if I say go get a job, oh, people know. Well, make sure when you go to the interview, you dress like this and you fill out the job application like that. And here's the network you want to be a part of to join the fraternity because you can get good job connections, right? So we know how to get a job. We're real good at getting a job. You go on LinkedIn and somebody say, "Hey, y'all, I got a job opening at my firm." It's 100 resumes coming up in that mug in 20 minutes, right?